What's up guys, today we are reviewing the new LEGO Star Wars sets. We've got the two new LEGO Mandalorian sets that came out a couple of days ago. They're both from Mandalorian season, I think it's on 3. And yeah, I'm gonna show like building it and then we'll go through the like minifigs and stuff. What's up guys? So as you can see, here are the two sets side by side, and they both have some pretty cool details. This one, I'm not really sure what scene it's based off of, but this one is based off of the season 3 finale, which is pretty cool. And yeah, we'll go through the minifigures of the first set first. So here are the 4 minifigures for the first set, which is the Ambush on Mandalore set, which costs for about £19.99. The first 2 minifigures we have are 2 new Mandalorians, and they both have some pretty cool printing, as you can see. There's no arm printing, but there's also some toe printing, which is pretty surprising because, I don't know, you just don't see toe printing that much. You have a female Mandalorian, and you also have a male Mandalorian. And they have some pretty cool small details on both the helmet and the torso, and they do actually have some back printing as well, and I'll just quickly show you that now. And the back printing also has some small details, as you can see. Both are some pretty good minifigs, and I would say that they are probably one of the better Mandalorian figs. Specifically talking about I think it was the 2020 Battle Pack set we got, which included 4 Mandalorians. They were pretty good, but I wasn't so hyped up about the printing on their legs. But these figs are pretty good, I say, and the helmets are just, you know, they're just as good, including their own small details and scratches. And they come with a gunmetal jetpack each, and they both just have some default black heads. And here are the Imperial Commandos, which I've just found out that is their name. They're both the same. They have the same printing on both torsos and legs, and they look pretty cool. Honestly, they're one of the few figs I'm impressed with in a way, because their helmet is actually dual mold. It has the grey is one mold, and then the white is obviously a different mold. And the printing isn't horrible either, and the helmet in general it looks pretty cool with the shape and everything. They also come with this jetpack. I haven't seen a jetpack like this before, so I can only assume it's a new piece. But the way it has it is it just has a net bracket, and then it has a 1x1 printed stud, type of stud, and you just slip it onto their back, and they just look like this. But these figs are also pretty cool. They have some small tiny details, and I wouldn't mind a few of these to show in a group. I don't know, for a diorama, or yeah. But yeah, these figs are pretty cool. And here is the small diorama in its fullest. It comes with one small blaster turret, I suppose you could call it. And it comes with also just a small box which you can actually open up, and you can store some impact grenades, which is pretty cool as well. The build itself, it's pretty basic, but I suppose it does what it's supposed to resemble. This clear piece here is actually for a figurine to go on, and it looks like they're flying, which I guess would make sense since they have jetpacks. And if you turn it around, you can actually angle this. It's pretty hard to show with one hand, but if you can actually move it back and forth, and you can move it left to right. I just can't do it with one hand. But that is quite a cool detail. And there is a doorway where I suppose, I don't know, you'd have a Mandalorian standing here, and you'd have a Mandalorian standing here, and I don't know, you'd have one in the air, and you'd have some sort of scenario going on. But the back is also quite basic. There's not much details. There is a 1x1, I think it's called a neck bracket, but a holding piece, I forgot what it's called. Holding a sniper rifle, or whatever you want to imagine that to be. And yeah, that's kind of it for this set. It's pretty basic. I do think it's pretty expensive considering how small it is, but I suppose that's just due to recent inflation and everything. But yeah, I'd rate it a pretty solid set, maybe a 7, but that's more because of the minifigs. And here are the other 4 minifigs from the Vizsla and Moff Gideon battle set, which goes for about $34.99 currently. And these minifigs are also pretty decent as well. We'll start with Moff Gideon first. So here is Moff Gideon, and as you can see, the first thing you probably notice is that he doesn't have the standard Mandalorian helmet. He has a new mold like the Armorers and Gar Saxons, where it's not the same mold as theirs. It's clearly quite different. It has the front bits. It's like it has a gap, and then the horns are more straight and I don't know, parallel to each other. But it's a really interesting helmet design, and I think they really did a good job copying the one from the series. And for Moff Gideon himself, he also has some pretty good details. He also has toe printing and leg printing, and also hip printing as well, which I think you see more common these days. He doesn't have any arm printing, which is kind of disappointing because I feel like, you know, for a £35 set almost, I don't know, I just thought it'd be nice to get some arm printing, and it also would like complement the leg printing. He does have some back printing too, and another face. I'll just put that on the screen here. But I would say he's actually a really good fig, and I think you can make some good customs out of him using his torso and helmet. And yeah, I'd rate him honestly probably like a 9. For the next two figs, we have the two Imperial Praetorian Guards. They're both the exact same fig, and they don't have any printing on their head. It's just a red head, as you can see. But they have some interesting back printing and some interesting front printing. They actually surprisingly did have some toe printing as well, as you can see, even though it's just a small black line. But they also had some hip printing, and it's supposed to be a skirt they're wearing or some sort of like, I don't know, like camo, but I feel like they could have done a better job with actually putting in a cloth piece instead. However, the torso printing is also... Oh, just put its head off. The torso printing is also very nice. And it's very different from the previous Praetorian Guards as well. These two, they also just come with a basic weapon. There's nothing special about that. And unfortunately, Moff Gideon didn't come with anything either. So, but these minifigs are pretty good. I'd rate them maybe like a 6 or a 7. And last but not least, we have a updated Vizsla minifig. And I say updated because we actually have some side printing on his helmet, which is a very interesting detail that LEGO did. I'm surprised they didn't do it with any other minifig, specifically talking about Din Djarin, who is the main character of the series. But I don't know, I suppose LEGO just wanted to do something different this time. His body and torso are the exact same as his armor. I don't know what the set's called, but the one with the armor and the forge is the exact same body and printing. It's literally just only the side printing on the helmet that is unique to this one. It would have been nice to get some middle hip printing, as it does look kind of odd. Okay, so during editing this video, I thought my minifig maybe had like a misprint or something, but I got my other Vizsla minifig and I checked. No, there is no misprint. LEGO just didn't want to print in the middle, I suppose. Why, I don't know. It makes no sense. They could have just reused the print. But everything else is the same. It's just that one hip piece. I mean, Moff Gideon got it, and, you know, other minifigs have gotten it as well. So I don't know if maybe LEGO have just ignored that or whatever, but it does look a bit odd. As you can see, there's like light grey on the left and right. He does have an updated gun as well compared to the previous version, but his back piece is the exact same. But this minifig, I really like the first version, and this one just got better, I guess, so I'd say he's a solid 9. And I say that because he also doesn't have any arm printing, but I think he's a pretty good minifig. Now here we are to the actual set itself. The set has a few small details that is close to the TV show, and it also holds another crate here, that just holds some war grenades like the previous set. You have some small details, like for example a pad on the side and just a light, and there's also a turret up here that doesn't really make any sense because it wasn't really in the show. I don't remember a turret being up there, but in the box art it does show that old Moff Gideon would sit there and, I don't know, shoot whatever the green lasers are. On the back, as you can see, there's another bracket here, which I will show soon. There is a reason for that, I think, so I will show you that. But that back has a small compartment here, and it actually shows Moff Gideon's, I don't know what it's called, Venator or whatever. It shows him. It shows the ship that he has, and I guess there's not much to the set, but my favorite feature is that you can actually, if I just zoom out, you can actually lift up the back door, and there's a mechanism at the back which locks it in place once it's up, and it's a very basic mechanism. As you can see, you can push it down, and you can just push it back down. I'm guessing it's supposed to just full shut, but I guess there's too much friction. But there's just it's not very, I don't know, extravagant. You could say it just up, down, lock. And I don't know, I guess you could make some sort of diorama where there's someone in the back, and then I don't know, they shoot the thing, and then they're gone. I don't know. But the set itself is pretty good. I wouldn't say it was worth the money. It does cost $34.99, which isn't, I guess with modern inflation, it's not surprising that it costs that much now, but I honestly do wish we kind of got cheaper sets for this size. Like the other set was what, £19 roughly? Yeah, $19.99. But I think it's a good set. I would say it's probably a 7. I do think they could have done more. And especially with the minifigs, like, I don't know, I would have appreciated some arm printing on Moff Gideon, and also Paz Vizsla. But yeah, I will now show why I have done these two sets together. And here's why I did these two sets together, because I mentioned earlier there was a bracket piece in between this bit over here, and it's so you can actually connect the two sets together, I think. And this is not the only way you can put it, but you can also put it this way as well, and there's just another small bracket there. It doesn't move or anything, it's still in place, but I guess that's just to make it look nice, I suppose, and you can do whatever I think you want with it, which is, I guess, a good small detail. But overall, I would rate these sets probably maybe like a 7, and I guess like both 7s maybe, and of course that's due because the price was so high to buy them, but I guess you could just sum that up to like modern inflation. But overall, I think we got some pretty good minifigures this year, Mandalorian wise, because I'm obsessed with them. But they also had some pretty good printing on the new minifigs, and yeah, I think it was a pretty good set. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I've never done a review before, so I don't really know what I'm doing, but I hope you guys liked the video, and I hope you guys would like more of this content in the future. But anyway, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.